Welcome to Shanghai YouTube channel, your trusted source for latest update across South Sudan and beyond. Today, top stories: SPLA and NAS National Salvation Front claim responsibility for coordinated military attack in Torit. South Sudan fully restore oil production after drone strike shut down facilities in Sudan. A UNDP-supported mobile court released 57 inmates in Bor to ease prison congestion. Next, we will be discussing an opinion. General Stephen Buay demotion is viewed as more painful than Bol Mill's recent dismissal. Stay with us for the full breakdown. Before we proceed with this latest update, please help the channel by subscribing and turn on the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's start with the story. SPLA NAS joined attack on Torit. We began in eastern Equatorial State, where a joint force of SPLA and NAS fighter has claimed responsibility for Tuesday early morning attack in Torit. According to a joint pre-release from SPLA, spokesman Colonel Lampol Gabriel and NAS, National Salvation Front spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Kenyi Moga Lomeling, the coordinated assault targeted the SSPDF South Sudan People Defense Force 7th Infantry Division headquarters, the Gumbo military position, and a checkpoint along the Torit-Juba highway. The group claimed they killed 10 government soldiers and injured several others during the operation. The two movements, which formed a military political alliance in September following the collapse of the 2018 peace agreement, say this is their second joint operation in eastern Equatoria after the attack in Capoeirasos. The rebel statement insists that no civilians were targeted during the operation, accusing Governor Louis Lobong of spreading misinformation by alleging that the group had been ambushing civilians in the region. The alliance also accused SSPDF forces of harassing farmers and businesswomen, transporting goods to Juba, linking the misconduct to anger and lack of discipline within government troops. Meanwhile, the government of Eastern Equatoria has issued a different account. Governor Louis Lobong confirmed the attack, but say only a police captain was killed after SPLA fighter opened fire on the vehicle of the Torit County Commissioner. The governor described the attack as a declaration of war and urged citizens to be vigilant while calling on security forces to protect people and property. Local activist Vitail Abur condemned the violence from all sides and appealed for immediate dialogue, saying no nation can be built through violence. This latest escalation raises new concern about the fragile security situation in Eastern Equatoria and the future of the stalled peace implementation. Let's move on to our second top story. Oil output resume after drone strike. South Sudan Ministry of Petroleum has announced the full restoration of crude oil production following drone attack on on two key processing facilities inside Sudan. Undersecretary Engineer Deng Lual Wol told reporter in Juba that joint South Sudan technical team work around the clock to repair damage at the Eglik and Al Jabalain facilities, which were struck on November 13 and November 15 this year, 2025. The first attack killed staff members from 2B Pico after three missiles hit the Iglik Central Processing Facility. The second strike targeted Al Jabalain and its power plant, forcing an immediate shutdown of the pipeline system. Emergency measures were activated by Petrol Line for crude oil and Bashir Pipeline Company, and operations were halted to protect staff and infrastructure. According to the ministry, power was restored, Pump Station 1 reactivated, and crude export resumed by November 16, 2025. Production levels have now returned to normal. Dar Petroleum, 97,000 barrels per day, expected to rise to 150,000 barrel. Greater Pioneer Operating Company, it is producing 40,000 barrel with plan to reach 50,000. Sud Petroleum, it is producing 13,000 barrel, aiming for a pre-attack level of 15,000. South Sudan, which relies on oil revenues for more than 90% of government income, say the swift repair prevented a major economic disruption. Security concerns, however, remain. The government said it is working with Sudanese authorities and regional partners to prevent further attack on critical oil infrastructure. Let's move on to our third top story. Mobile Code released 57 prisoners in Bor, in Jonglei. Please, before we proceed with this, help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so when we upload a new video, you can be notified. In Bor Town, Jonglei State, a UNDP-supported mobile court has ordered the release of 57 prisoners, including 9 women, in an effort to reduce overcrowding and clear case backlog. The mobile court, which has been operating since October 27, reviewed 101 case filed out of Bor Central Prison, total of 422 cases. A total of 35 criminal suits were decided during the session. 6 were dismissed entirely, while 29 offenders received new sentences or fine. UNDP's rule of law officer Wilfred Gitara say the initiative aimed to ease pressure on a justice system struggling with over 600 pending cases and a shortage of judges in Jonglei. Authorities say discussions are underway to extend the court operation beyond the initial 30-day mandate. Since 2017, UNDP mobile court have been deployed across the country to improve access to justice, especially in remote areas and conflict-affected communities. Local officials say the recent release will help reduce congestion at Bor Central Prison in Jonglei State, which has long struggled with overcrowding and slow case processing. Let's look at our fourth top story. This opinion, and it is very important. Buay demotion more painful than Bol, Dr. Benjamin Bol Mill demotion. Let's hear it. An opinion article published by person called Doug Botrick Gak argued that the demotion of General Stephen Buay remained more painful and symbolic than the recent dismissal of Benjamin Bolmel despite dramatic fall from power. On November 12, President Salva Kiir Mayardit removed Bolmel from his position as vice president from the SPLM leadership structure and demoted him from the rank of general to a private within the National Security Service. His appointment earlier in the year had placed him one step away from the presidency, and observers saw him as a potential successor to the aging Kiir. But according to the writer, Bull Mill downfall, while embarrassing, does not carry the same weight as the demotion of the General Stephen Buay, whose removal from the rank was described as deeply political and emotional damaging. The opinion emphasized how Bosman rose quickly but fell even faster, underscoring the instability and unpredictability of South Sudanese politics. The piece concluded by warning that political purge and sudden dismissal continue to weaken confidence in institutions and increase uncertainty within the country leadership structure. You have been watching Shangfa YouTube channel, bring you factual independent reporting. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe and stay updated. One commandant de call at Guasame can Coronia Mijira Mijidit Goranojin. Be subscribe ka Shangfa YouTube channel ko blaren kono lat Karodian biken shwa mala shukiji. Ko take a dung one lat Karodian. Railer can me banner watch very important. Chala do nene leranyam kodo kon kaleri to shop one leranyam mat kuma SPLA kan bon chal NAS chigala do kan it kon nakana ti nakedi ni SPDF kan national security door and chal ke Torit ban jojek jawr yen ban nyol yang ka jalerame South Sudan chigala do nene chikan kokni liet chikan nyom to kane ka Sudan cheng mi cha jagak toy dan ti kon ngai ke je ler dien ban oling dor chwal ka me bor chane ti jendir barod cha yen re ti jena wa cha ka palika cha ka lu ler jok ngwan dien ban oro ka kwi General Stephen Buay ta cha je wo ke je wa be ni jen longa ta cha bu Dr. Benjamin Bol Mele gorno jin bilarati ka gor chare to ko menyam kume SPLA yo kan bonishal ke NAS wa kan chikan di ni SSPDF chikan kamak doran shal ke Eastern Equatorial State wa charen mat kume SPLA yo kan kume NAS wa churen mat ni kan ke kume SSPDF pinkir ma yadit ka shangara ka jok chikala do ne kan chikan warga gor ke chikan la no kenetin konten nakana dora shal ke Torit ka ran mitikana lat kani kuma SPLA yo kana kuma NAS charen mat ka jom chalat SPLA spokesperson kuna Lampol Gabriel kana national KNAS spokesperson Lieutenant Colonel Kenyi Moga Lomeling chigala do kamishikana coordinated chikan SSPDF 7 military K7 infantry division headquarter Kagumbo military position and Kashia point Dorshal Torit Kajuba highway kani kana mark ke report kalat gwasme kan shi ke dini SSPDF to shop ka wal chicken ganak dini dangwel dini government sold dangwel chakanak ka jen koromo ka kan shi kan it man long ka dini SSPDF chicken mo ka bot ti bot ti ne ka bot lem shi kan bon dangro ti kan shi ka rin mat ko sha mal cha yar mal dan cha tan ke 2018 gwase shikir mayadit kan Dr. Machar chamal chaje tanya kan are mal gna machagu jeno dongde mal de rutin so jen robe dana weekend keja duno ka kore shikir mayadit chamal chaje blog gwade cha Dr. Machar chaje yen shi bonda ro yuge jeno ngwana buren mat ko bigin kanet kontela de ni SPDF kan de ni SPLA yo kan de ni NAS wa chicken kume merwa ke kim yadit chicken ka condemn ta da lat kan jen go ne to kono kwa civilian kwa ka target ka jikume no going kan governor Los Lobong kwa ranan ka Equatoria and governor Lobong jara wana la roch shi kuma SPLA yo kan kuma na sikala do jen she mutual misinformation che jalat en wala jen o netin kon maka na de domni ka barka torbiyele kuma SPLA yo jikala no ken kuma panken lat ka de shit ka tane ko ba ne kula bel shi government of Eastern Equatoria State ka tay dan chero ke je ala jen governor Los Lubong jela do ne na kore me che tuok but cholar jen waram kel cha nego mila police captain jen korar ya nego ni kuma SPLA yo gwad mi kor che tuok tin no ke gwad mi sha vehicle charge maktin dar shal ke me Torit County Commissioner so Michigan lar no shi governor chala do ne shi SPLA yo chicken kori kana to jene no mo mishal ke declaration of war jene cha kor cha to kuma SPLA yo kan mot kan kalot ka ta dan la jeje so ko kujo moni ken ni entamere which security che baje mat ka ta dan kanat ka je local activists Vitali Abur chimchana mo che lok jela no de kuma SPLA yo ken kuma moraik netin content kel ke kirmi yadit de kan tek mat ka taran chala de no dongde na nyen no nation can be built through violence only through dialogue and so on so en court to Eastern Equatoria jen situation ngai kono no cha tung no wal kume merai ke kirmi yadit en kume SPLA yo chala do kan gang kan rudien kel kan bonishal kenas so ne me jen dan short lare wishing bin mi cha dini SSPD appreciate ko well cha kan nagre ko mo dor shal ke Torit another report and banalingwa me equate that ka kieli sala oil chala do cha ya to ke mi det ke je gwada la ya ko katen agoro jin bi channel bi je subscribe chana je to so Sudan Minister of Petroleum chala do ne kan shi kan liye tikala da kan to ka mi kokana liye da shal ke crude oil la ya kam garar ba ya kulo nyo wajete then ba kulo ko kan shi kana to ko tamma ka kor ka me shi drone che nabuk dar ken no shi drone che bok pan but kana da min midi kana jalat and the secretary engineer Deng Lual Wol che right kan ko la reportery ka juba eno shi South Sudan kana Sudan charian matkel la technical team ken chirian mat entem chicken lat chicken pipeline di alde ko de sha da me chicken nyomri kan ka gwada shalke egelik kan aljabalen kan gwadin konte cha bogone ka gwada dane shiwa duno tama chi South Sudanese kan Sudanese ala relika chikan dia la konten dia gapten dan chikan nyoka mugo kan resume ka ta dan en chalat kije so on time right now sha oil company no mo cha tok ko baliet ba jokop de yen lingan mene according to the Minister of Power jeni sha pump station and Kelian charge to coming lab kaje ko ba crude oil ba je export ka cha exportation cha to ne kajen changul bakel ka pai welkel ron kin dangro idi jen dangro idi chikan jo mo jikan lat ken no ne entam che na lu ka normal kana dar petroleum la burmieli to shop ka 97,000 la ka pikanta makachang la 97,000 barrel per day la ka pika kane bine wona ka 150,000 barrel to ba pika ka chang ba de jenen tam 97 let ne 97,000 anyok company ni chala Great Pioneer Operating Company kani tam la kan 40,000 barrel la kan ka kamrar jen du gorgo bikana nan ka 50,000 gwa do dien chala Sud Petroleum kani la kan burmiel te jobga 13,000 barrel la kan kamrar jen gorgo bikana joska 15,000 barrel ti bikana kamrar ngai kon yala no South Sudan mi dien jekana ka jen lieda me so mitala lieta le mede cham so liet jen kwa ti dial kwa lar ke jamon yorin kon jere wi ka South Sudan men sala ren kon kapka na me da la jen an calling one ka roger dien gwas me de kon link kamana shora lat very important update na me daro shalga me jongle state cha do cha na cha ka look sure kana nang nat ke ni kon cha yen re wishin wi mi ka jo cha lat gwas me wa cha ni ti cha yen ti ku jendi baro cha ka lun re ti jen ka lun ka ko di war ti jen jen pone ya tiang 57 prisoners cha ka lun radiant man dang bong wantin no wa ti jen ti tiang kana lung gwada ma wa ya yu pet cha ni jendi baro ya yu lun cha je ka lo tele ka dwer mobile court millet mi atoka jen changa jen dang re baro ka pai wel wajen tege case ni ti job ko kudang wan li jandang ro to can go solve and tem kata dani kalat keje kene 422 kan case dial bada kene re case nen kona cha solve tem 101 cha ka solve ke chiri to cha kapchong kene total of 35 criminal kene ne reti cha ka leli cha ka palika no I mean 35 cha ka look chane damba kal cha dismiss che go chang wal 29 wa kan ko na adwer cha la re ti gen lo cha yen karun company man loka ki organization loka mutual UNDP rule of law officer Wilfred Guitar chela do nena shika let ke la lonko ba justice ba galat gwastien anon kani enta ngode te sigan duet pending cases tegatin te ba tuk re wika jongle but wa jayne dakka teleke so na mi chala de nono wana ka manda dien la rodien ka kuye Buay chala do ne chaja kapchon ke chaja wo ka kuma SPLA kir mi yadit wa woje wo ke je wa chicken per kan woje chabo wo Dr. Benjamin Bol Melen wale karon mi chala gwa se me wun mi chalka dag botrik cha gorno nena dak botrik gak chala do nena tai cha wo General Stephen Buay nyang kir mi yadit Ajane, it remains more painful and symbolic than the recent dismissal of Benjamin Bolmel. Yanta cha Bolmel chai bu keje ke chai imlate keje kir jani kan par shir ta na ne cha Buay nyang chai bu keje jani jeng dung Buay nyang long. Ka pai wero ka chang wero ka pai wel kel runkin da yandang ro with ditch President Salva Kiir ya di che Bolmel che jo ka position da ka vice president ka che wo ba ka deputy SPLA leadership kan dialro yo che nyo dimod bane che wuchka rang ne te kam la general full general che nang ne ka private pin national security service anta ma jare wi ke juba cha je yen do be dane yan ke je wa cherami chala do ne na gwe wo chen dio je corruption che lat kan gor jeno dara kom kirm yadi dara jakan so no mo je do be dane gwe ken wo ke je ko che gwe jeno dara presidency dara janan ko gwe jeno jene successor dunkir yadit but na mo kan succeed to the man dan shanen ka jom chalat gwasame wa bul mel ta danen chaju ke je wa pun mi long but wa chikan per kan do be dan cha wo General Stephen Buay General Stephen Buay cha je remove totally cha je wo ban karang ka cha gu je no ta dan ko ke je a deeply political ka emotional damage at the same time ko ram wo ke dong tele jidwer ojen kwa lar no woje wo ke wude me General Stephen Buay wa che per kan woje wo ke wur chal me bol mel wa dung General Stephen Buay jen longo ka chardan ya no gwada me de kon dialelin na me agenda nan gorno de nyaka kon kel gorno jin bi subscribe ka notification bi alu je twan ka chang fa YouTube channel ko bler ko no gwada kan chamala shukaji Ani biya ta kamal ban nyo je kala radian bye bye.